We're here today in Denver to launch LatinasRepresent, which is a joint initiative of political parity and the National Hispanic Leadership Agenda.
LatinasRepresent is really about creating a national conversation and even more sparking conversations into action to fight the fact that Latinas right now are essentially just 1% of all elected officials.
There's a huge amount of this country's population, Hispanic population in particular, that doesn't have a voice, that they're not represented at those most critical policy-making tables.
With a huge number of Latinos and Latinas in this country, we need to increase those numbers. Clearly, our Congress won't be doing its job until our elected representatives look like the America that we were elected to represent.
We've got a very small percentage in public office that are Latina and Latino. Now, when that happens, the problem is we basically don't have a voice in the decisions that affect all of our lives. It's a travesty. We've got to change that.
This is about democracy and what it means for all people to be represented.
A lot of what we're going to focus on today in this workshop is going to be on how to really develop your narrative and your networks to ultimately achieve your leadership goals.
I think LatinasRepresent has really helped me and a few of my peers realize how I can help younger Latinas start to represent and start to step up as well.
There is so much work to do when it comes to helping elevate the Latino voice.
We have the resources and the energy and the enthusiasm to drive a national dialogue, to unite communities and stakeholders. And we need to look for examples of success and to raise those up.
So tens of thousands of people have been following today what we've been talking about and joining into the conversation, and this is just day one.
And we need to build on what we have here in this room. We need to inspire those young people to go on and to do what so many of you have done.
Sometimes the only barriers that we have are the ones that we set for ourselves.
We just have to work. We have to work harder. We have to work deeper.
And we've got to recognize that our moms and our sisters and our cousins, our gente, we need to support them just as much as our mom would support us.
If we show our true colors and our core values are there, we're going to have success in all that we do.
We need to empower our ladies and young women to move forward and make a difference.
And it is critical that Latinas bring their special experiences and unique experiences to the policy-making table.
So we've been focusing on, one, creating the infrastructure to identify and support candidates and helping train candidates around how this process works.
We all need mentors. And one of the beauties of LatinasRepresent is there's really a culture here of not just acceptance, but of support.
And if Latinas start doing that on a massive scale in terms of electoral politics, it could be transformational for our country.
What we need to do is exactly what this conference was designed to do.
To make sure that we as a coalition, that we as a community are opening the doors to an infrastructure that hasn't been working for Latinas.
I've always believed when opportunity presents itself, you need to grab hold of it.
There's a world out there and you just have to put yourself out there to get it.